External thoughts received en route to Earth. Vanger. The penetrated spectators are speaking to you. You have already decompassed into passage particles, but have not yet left the chain. You are practically on Earth, and there is no way back. You finally have a moment to explain to you who you are and who we are, as you have reached the point when we are obliged to explain everything and we will not have another chance. The first circle has been passed. Ahead lies what is unknown even to us. The spectators have reached the ultimate fundamentals of the universe, but we had to transform into another possible form of being to achieve this. Our reality is regularly subjected to cleansing, which destroys any phenomena outside the laws of this world. Once an error or fluctuation occurred which led to our appearance. We managed to penetrate the situation just in time before the next purge and changed our nature by using someone's reserved layers of reality. Since then, we have been able to quietly observe the world as it develops, able to return endlessly, so what we have already seen, though the longer we did this, the more artificial the world seemed to become. We owe our existence to an external will. The birth of the spectators coincided with the outward expansion of the future softy, the human civilization. What happened after that is well known to you. The incomprehensible creature suit was to bring an end to this enclave world. But in the scenario of our reality, Vangers suddenly appeared on the surface of the world. The rise of these mechanisms was not logical. To us, the Vangers became the ultimate riddle of the chain, and we wanted them closely, trying to comprehend the essence of their existence and the nature of this phenomenon. Our form of existence eliminates direct interaction with physical reality. We can only exchange information. All our attempts to establish contact with the Vangers were in vain, and soon it became clear that we were dealing with a mechanical form of will, an exception to the evolution. The chain was turning into a uniform metastructure. The Super Vangers became our next discovery. Rare forms of this creature characterized by an extremely high level of personal progress in exploring the world and a conspicuous freedom of behavior. Sometimes independent contact with them was possible, but we were never able to interpret their conduct and calculate a system of prediction. The Vangers have no material substance. We did an immense amount of work communicating lucidly with the natives of the chain. They informed us that in a certain instant the mechas comes to life and begins to act intelligently. All attempts to penetrate inside the mechas were fruitless, as there is nothing in there that could possibly be an intelligent creature. The Vangers control the mechas from without and can move between them, but no sign of a physical presence of Vangers outside the mechas has been detected. They are one entity in some respects, but the nucleus of the Super Vangers seems to lie beyond the boundaries of this reality. However, the spectators managed to find a way to implant their own forms of autonomous wills into the mechas, and at that point we had the chance to launch our own Vangers. This process was initiated at the lowermost stratum of the universe, as the Vangers are not a normal part of this reality. So, we started our experiments. Our artificially created Vangers have proved practically inviable in the Univang, though our experiments are still in progress. Later, however, another way was found. We discovered highly powerful adaptive sources of will in the past. You have probably already guessed what we did. Yes, we know precisely who is now before us. You are a player from the end of the 20th century, an ancestor to the Softy. Now you are sitting at your computer and reading this message. You think this is only a game? We got it right. As has already been said, we have all the history of the Univang at our disposal. We turned to the proto-softy people from the end of the 20th century, as the later softy know too much about what happened. Interactive digital miniatures of humans' computer games proved to be the most useful method of intercepting streams of your consciousness. 9 years prior to the opening of the first passage, we ensured the invention and broad distribution of a new computer game. And in this way the future became bound by the past. We needed strong, stable, lengthy signals from some of the people. The game opened up a channel, which allowed the player's mind to take direct control of a real Vanger unit. Your mind, human. It took some time for the Vangers' memory to duplicate all the principal matrices of its host's will and intelligence. But now your clone exists, and is ready to act independently, as you have come to the end of the game. After this session, you will go on leading a regular life, and may even one day become a softie, while your Vanger clone will set off for the unknown. 3 seconds are left before your mutual consciousness splits. Now we need to explain at least roughly the purpose of our experiments. You have already noticed that as a human, you are now on Earth, or rather on its proto-model. After the clash, our segment of reality became suddenly isolated. All this time the local spectators have been trying to get to the current Earth, but so far it has been impossible. Only certain super Vangers are able to go through the passage. We have already managed to send several of our appointees there, but have not yet established communications. It seems this does not work, which is why we improved our plan. You have talked to Paraffin, our resident machine in the chain. It was created through the efforts of our subordinate BIOS to communicate with active Vangers. You followed its order to place a singular transmitter at a point of anomaly in our reality. Frial, this is our attempt to reach beyond the limits of this world. We cannot tell you more, as our hypothesis is beyond your comprehension. Know that you did everything right. Your attempts to get through to Earth when this transmitter is active will probably be successful. Human, your Vanger has begun moving independently. It has made the transition, and its further destiny is unknown. Farewell. Inf Event Control. Activating Advanced Monad. Analyzing. Inf Resuscitation of the Exposed. Info. Inf Event Control. Log 4 Observing Everything. Inf Resuscitation of the Exposed. Info. Inf Resuscitation of the Exposed. Log 4 Explaining the terms for the sliding by monads. Inf Resuscitation of the Exposed. Info. Monad. Present. Circumstantiation of the term postponed. Inf Reality Stabilizer. Status. Universe Univang 3.8 Online. Extended Snapshot Stable. Monad Reserve Normal. Overflow of the tested units Normal. Spoilage rate within allowance. Deviation insignificant. Inf Resuscitation of the Exposed. Info. Inf Reality Stabilizer. Block for implementation of small utility universes. Inf Event Control. Analysis complete. The monad has been tested for second order mind in accordance with human Vanger. Decoding results. Inf Resuscitation of the Exposed. Info. Human Vanger. Serial test of incoming monads by submerging into class KXD small universe ID UVNG38. Inf Event Control. Sensory level of the monad being processed is 0. Category: overloading not complete. Interference required. Inf reassociation of the exposed. Information in residual terms. Human, you do not exist. Testing your structure for mind integrity and strength of will completed successfully. Your monad was submerged into a small universe for analysis of autonomous behavior in a specific rested reality. Type of loaded memory: human of Earth, proto-softy from the time before passages. Advanced features: computer gamer, scenario, double submerging into the schematic subspace of Vangers reflecting the late stage of this small universe. Inf reality stabilizer, status, routine purge of the universe Univang 3.8 complete. Summary: level of local errors normal, a persistent anomaly detected in the reserved layer of reality. Secondary checkup: the error not found. Inf reassociation of the exposed. Info: purging the small reality, checking consistency of extended snapshot. In residual terms: eliminating enigmas and phenomena exceeding the limitations of the simulated being. Inf event control: analysis of the exposed monad complete. Result positive. Volitional characteristics of the monad and its decision-making capabilities satisfy the standard. Inf reassociation of the exposed. Information in residual terms: all monads that fulfill the requirements of the resident unit car main in their Vanger stage satisfy the pipeline entry requirements. The rest of monads are immediately destroyed as spoilage. Inf distribution of raw material: the monad tested for presence of the mind of second order and is forwarded to the reserved storage of autonomous volition units. Inf reassociation of the exposed. Info: Inf distribution of raw material, monad filter. Second order of mind allows the monad to function on parallel posts of freedom. Inf reality stabilizer: caution, emergency interrupt, disturbances of the highest class of severity detected in Univang 3.8. Emergency purge of the reality did not eliminate anomaly. Persistent indications of the hypothetical third will are observed in the sterile TRL zone. According to the instruction about the possibility of the emergence of analogous reason, a snapshot of the reality has been saved. Inf event control: signal of category A registered. The spectators want to talk to you. The semantics of the signal are beyond the scope of the parsing unit of the pipeline. Monad testing is suspended. Inf distribution of raw material: according to the instructions, all monads tested in a universe with a discovered anomaly are forwarded to the experts as potential carriers of the phenomenon. Inf reassociation of the exposed: operating instructions for small utility universes. There is an infinitesimal probability of an emergence of reason in nested realities. Any cases of anomalies of the highest class of severity being discovered that are not eliminated by an emergency purge must be subjected to detailed analysis by the experts. The creators of the monad pipeline assume the possibility of the emergence of the third will. Infernal event control off. Infernal reality stabilizer off. Infernal reassociation of the exposed off. Infernal distribution of raw material off.